Now, overnight, the U.S. State Department declined to comment directly on the lawsuit brought against the government for banning federal agencies from using Huawei's products. But at the same time, it said more generally that Washington wants telecoms networks that are free from suppliers that would, quote, pose risks of malicious cyber activity. Well, international negotiator Martin Medeiros offered this analysis.
I think it's pretty typical. You generally don't comment on pending lawsuits. The defendant, in this case, the United States, will make itself heard in the court of law. And as a general matter, I think their first move is to file a motion to dismiss, similar to the Kaspersky case, because essentially there's a huge deference afforded the U.S. Congress when they make laws regarding security, and this is exactly what that law is aimed at.
And you referred to the Kaspersky case. That is, of course, the Russian cybersecurity firm, and the U.S. also did something very similar where they stopped using a lot of their products in the government agencies. But tell us, how might this lawsuit impact Huawei? How are things different this time?
I think it's strategic litigation. So, I think, Huawei is smart. They know that this is a lawsuit. There's, a geopolitical component to this. And I think that, the U.S. and different allies there's been a little snowball effect on, it's actually based on a UK cybersecurity study in 2013 that mentioned Huawei on these concerns. And so this snowball has been rolling way before the current state of U.S.-China trade regulation. But I think you have Japan and New Zealand and Australia signing on to barring Huawei. And I think Huawei is getting out ahead of the issues and saying, hey, I want to kind of stop this snowball a little bit because the U.S., through diplomacy, is talking to our allies, including ones in the European Union, and sharing information about Huawei.
Martin Medeiros speaking.